Okay. In every Filipino home that I've been in, that I've visited, they had a water pail, a dipper like this in the bathroom. And usually there is a water pail similar to this one. That blue container is a water pail, and it can be used to do laundry, but also it can be used to store water, because in many Filipino locations you don't always know when the water is going to be turned off or when the supply will actually be out. So it's not a bad idea to have some extra water on hand. You wouldn't drink it, but it would be used primarily for cleaning and hygiene. Every Filipino home that I've been to had in it a stove similar to this one, except sometimes it would be a two-burner, and it is hooked up to a gas tank, and you turn it on, light it up. Okay. One thing I like about these setups is that this stove can be taken outside, and it's not uncommon to find Filipinos cooking part of their meal, if not all of it, outside, say, and and when it's like fish or a food of a strong odor, keep the odor out of the house, but it's cooking. A lot of cooking here is done outside. But here is something common to a Filipino home. Canned meat is common to the Filipino home. Here you can see corned beef. Argentina brand is popular here. Tuna. There's canned mackerel, and then lunch meat, and we all know is a variety of things in there. Instant coffee is very popular in the Philippines. In fact, in some restaurants, when you order coffee, what will be brought to you is a cup of hot water and probably a pouch full of instant coffee. But I have seen the instant coffee in jars like this one, and then instant creamer like this. It doesn't spoil. Okay. And Filipinos use lots of sugar in their coffee. The Filipinos that I know. But there is ground coffee too, in varieties of brand names. We like our coffee French pressed, but then there are times when we don't want to wait. Just a spoonful of instant coffee and some hot water does the trick. What would a Filipino home be like without a rice cooker? Yes, rice is a staple good of the Philippine culture. They have a variety of rices here, and many of them are white. And Filipinos, the ones I know, cook rice by the potful. And so they will have a container like this one. It has an opening at the top, where you can reach in and scoop out the amount of rice that you want and cook it according to your own specifications. This is a small wok common to the Filipino household. But you'll also see larger ones like this one. This is a big carbon steel wok. This is a portable countertop oven, and no doubt there are homes that have, the stove and the oven combined, but this setup here is very common here. And I guess for our apartment, which is quite small, this one here can create quite a bit of heat. So many Filipinos count on the local bakeries, and there are many of them here, to produce a lot of the breads that they like. So this oven here is used primarily for toasting and reheating. And yes, microwave ovens are used here. We simply don't have one here in the apartment. It's not been essential to our cooking. Drinking water. Popular here are containers of drinking water. We have ours delivered to the door. This one holds 5 gallons. Some would say that tap water in many places is safe here, and some will tell you that you're taking a chance. I don't know. I brush my teeth in the tap water, but I have not drank glasses of it or made coffee or hot tea with it. So for drinking, for consumption, we use water that's been filtered and purified just like this. And again, this is common to the Filipino household. Did you know that the Philippines is one of the text messaging capitals of the world? I mean, more text are sent back and forth in a single day here than just about anywhere else in the world. It costs about 1 peso per text message. It's a valuable means of communication. For many, this is the primary means of communication over the airwaves. A text message would cost you less than a phone call. But of course, sometimes the phone call is necessary, and I have seen Filipinos type in their text. It's so fast. I mean, it's incredible. What would the Filipino do without this? Sometimes Filipinos give directions with their lips. Let's see if I can do this right. If they're wanting to point that way, then you take your lips in and you point that way. Go that way. Or it's over there. So no, they're not necessarily blowing you a kiss, but it's a common gesture of communication, pursing of the lips. So, common here.